he was just handing out food to people. And the local police, which I believe includes one daytime officer, one nighttime officer, and a chief, came out and wrote him a citation. Bad stream? Yeah, I'm not surprised. You don't get cell towers out here. James, you are totally breaking up. Connection is poop. Now you're good. Bad pic, good audio. Yeah, well, then you guys can't really see what's out here. Is it illegal to eat food without a permit? No, it's illegal to give food to somebody else without a permit. I asked them over the phone if there's any like certain amount of food, a certain number of people that you can or can't feed without a permit. I asked them specifically, so I can't give an apple to somebody without getting the permit to give somebody an apple, and they said nope. So we came out here and I handed David an orange right in front of the cop. Right in front of him. First I offered to give the cop the orange. He didn't want it. So I gave David an orange right in front of that cop. Just outlaw Freeman, you know what I mean?
And I was actually hungry. I was very grateful.
Oh yeah, he ate it too. Did you have the officer sniff it first?
No, he bolted.
He did bolt.
I couldn't even get him to verify that it was good orange.
They couldn't have gotten out of there. They couldn't get out of there fast enough. There was some guy there to pay a ticket for allegedly running a stop sign, and they put the wrong name of the judge on the ticket. And so he's going up there and he's trying to figure out what to do about his ticket, and the chief of police is like, oh, well, that judge don't work here no more. He ain't been here in a long time. When did you get this citation? The guy's like, oh, a few days ago. Well, that judge been gone for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But we got us a new judge now.
Well, he do.
And then they shut down City Hall, and you can't get a hold of them. So there's no way you can come in and get a hearing. You have to just pay the fine. How many people in this area you think would show up for jury duty if you asked for a jury trial on that? If nobody shows up, is it just dismissed? Heidi says it should be illegal not feeding hungry people. And guys, this area, we've talked to quite a few people out here, and we have recorded it too. We have recorded our conversations with people, so I know a lot of times we tell you, oh, we talked to a bunch of people in the area, and people are like, oh, well, prove it. It's a very, very poor area, and we just talked to a few people that said, yeah, we sincerely appreciate it. That guy has given us food before. It's not the first time he sat on the side of the road with food and given us food, and we appreciate it. And again, we talked to a good handful of people. Let me see. There was the one woman with her kids. There was a guy who got the stop sign ticket. There were two guys on a bike. There was an old man outside of his house. And it doesn't seem to matter young or old or what. There's a pretty good consensus out here that they're fed up. They told us that the chief of police is a 2-time felon. Now that's just an allegation at this point. I haven't checked on it. I haven't gone and checked that to confirm it. But I'm told that the chief of police is a 2-time felon for selling meth.
Which I don't have a problem with.
Well, I don't have a problem with free market, so you can sell anything to anybody that wants to buy it. But she's out there extorting people and hitting other people for victimless crimes when she herself is a 2-time. Hey, we'll pull in here and say hi to Otto. I'm just spoiling the story. It's still going to be fun though when I put it together as a edited video. But I think, well, you guys want to meet the guy who was out here giving away free food? You guys want to meet him right now? And go see his video of him getting a citation.
Hi guys.
Yeah, Taylin says yes. I was gonna keep this
doing?
My name's Winston. I go by Otto. Nice to meet you. I've seen a lot of your work, sir. It's been a pleasure to shake your hand.
You too, brother.
I'm glad to finally meet you. I've watched him for, oh God, probably 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
I hate to admit it. I turn it on when I'm driving around places, and
Got an hour drive.
yeah, I'll
flip
just
it
put it on and listen, and I really appreciate the work that you do, and thank you.
Ditto, man.
I would not have the courage to do this if it was not for people like you, Patrick, Eric Brandt. I mean, I don't know where my dad was at the time, but you know, I was married barefoot, and I saw a video of him the other day with his painted toes, and my toes are painted right now. I'm wearing boots today, but that's a rare thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you remind me a lot of Eric Brandt.
thank you. That's a compliment as far as I'm concerned.
As far as I'm concerned too.
So I'm collecting change
Okay. To pay your citation?
to pay my citation
For
solicitation for giving food away.
yeah, which
They-
is
they charge-
solicitation as
yeah,
far as
yeah.
they're concerned.
So I don't know if I'm going to have to pay it, but just in case, I don't really have any control over what people put in the bucket. So
Sometimes they put pennies in there.
yeah, there's a Cheeto. I don't know how that got in there.
Well, you know, it's probably worth something. Make sure and give it to them.
I
Pour it on the counter.
I have no control over what goes in the bucket.
Right.
I'm just doing the best I can.
Yeah, the
Thank
city
you.
the city can decide.
Well, yeah, what is and isn't good.
Yeah.
I'm actually so what I've been doing. I started out today. I bought a $10 roll of quarters, and I went around town, and I would go into each store, and I would give them a quarter like this, and I'd ask them for change. So I get 25. Thank you. I get 25 cents worth of change. I don't have a bank account, so you can't go into just banks and you get that. But I really didn't want to accept any dollars at all.
How much is the citation? Yeah,
It's
we need to go break those dollars down.
Yes, please do. I really don't want cash. I want change.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm positive I don't want
Because
cash.
then
I
you
want
can
change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to go break that one. Well, you can go break it.
Yeah, please do. You know, that would help a lot.
I'm gonna take your other ones out of your bucket.
Yeah,
too,
please
and
do.
go break
I
'em.
mean, I try not to.
I'm gonna steal your
original-
cash.
Here, look, here's another one.
All right. I don't know if they'll be able to break that much here though.
Probably
I'll
not.
take $3.
Actually, I already know that they don't have any more pennies.
I'll take $3 and I'll go
Okay.
get it broken to change.
Thank you.
So how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm
Good.
very.
This out here.
The Daily
Okay.
Street citation.
Okay.
Or are you going to break money?
And this is where you were giving
Yeah,
the food
I was-
away over here.
I was sitting right there, and the police like to sit in this corner,
Yeah.
and they write tickets. If you don't stop for a full 3 seconds, they write you a ticket. A lot of license plate lights, things like that. And I saw y'all driving down the roads, so the roads are kind of crap. So if you live here, your car gets torn up, and then you can't afford to pay it because you don't have any money. And then if anything goes wrong on it, it's a possible citation. You know, people lose license plates in these potholes.
Yep.
So I just want to make a little bit of change, and if everybody would be the change themselves, then I think we would all have smaller problems overall. I really appreciate you guys for being here.
Glad to.
Yeah, I saw them pull up. I thought we walked that way or drove that way. I saw them pull up and
All right, guys.
sit out here for a few minutes.
There's another $3 in change. So we just
Awesome.
broke the ones. I don't want to
Yeah.
leave them in the package there because I want you to be able to confirm that there's actually $3 in change in there.
Okay.
Yeah. If I left
awesome.
them in the package, you wouldn't be able to confirm it.
Well, I have no control over what goes in that bucket.
Yeah.
I'm just carrying it around.
Right. So people can give back to this guy that came out here and got punished for giving to the community. Oops, I'm gonna accidentally break these
Oh
too.
man. Well, that was unfortunate.
Sorry, dude, I didn't mean to.
It's
I wonder
okay.
how tough this is.
Oh man,
This is pretty tough, actually.
That's-
Pretty damn tough.
yeah.
Oh, those are nice, shiny
Those are
ones.
brand nice.
Woo! That's a Loomis package.
This is money for the ticket that he's got to pay.
$166. It should be 166,000 pennies.
Yeah.
$166
16,600 if my math is correct.
And that's for giving people food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free food. Just
Free
giving
food.
people food without permission. And it wasn't even prepared food. What was in there?
It was potatoes.
Okay.
Bags of potatoes.
Okay.
Carrots.
Okay.
And sweet potatoes. And
Oh, wow.
it was all donated by a church that I'm not affiliated.
Yeah.
Well, I go there, but I'm not, I can't
Yeah.
speak for them.
Right.
And people came back and thanked him for the food.
Yes. Yeah, even when he was getting cited, there were
Yeah.
people coming up
Yeah.
and saying, "What are you guys doing? This guy
Yeah.
gave us food."
I know,
And-
I know they need help, and I just do the best I can, whatever I can, which isn't much.
So if Otto is convicted of the fake crime that they alleged he committed, this will go towards their salaries.
Well, I'd like to go pay this today, but I heard that the city hall's closed.
Yeah.
It is.
That's
We showed up with
Well,
cameras
I'd
and
rather
they
you don't
closed
pay
it.
it yet. I'd rather that we bring some attention to it and make sure that they actually think that they want to convict you on this.
Okay, well,
If that's all right. And then you could take this money and go do something better with it than pay extortionists.
I might just save that just in case one day I do need it.
Yeah.
I tried to get a lid for it, but they didn't have any lids this morning, and I only had $3. So,
Somebody gets real hungry, they can have a Cheeto
yeah.
Yep.
or a candy cane.
It's probably worth something. I mean, if they decide to convict, they can.
I'll give 'em my candies, my
Right.
peppermints.
There we go.
There it is.
Should we leave the paper in there? I think we should. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing taking the paper out.
Well, I guess I just gave information here that to convict me that I gave food away
Yeah,
without a permit,
right.
a $35
You
permit.
just gave him candy without
Thanks,
a permit.
John. I'm sure somebody's going to enjoy that.
So how much was the permit? Did y'all find out?
$35 a year.
A year.
But I asked him all kinds of questions about what exactly you had to get a permit for. So, dude, the phone conversation is hilarious.
I can't wait.
The
Yeah, Eric, we left the paper inside.
the reason for having to buy the permit is because, well, they got to be able to protect the community from you possibly giving them bad food. And so I said, oh, okay, so you call in the FDA to check the food. No, we have Officer
Gun.
Ward,
Ward Guffey?
Ward Guffey.
Ward Guffey. We have Officer Ward Guffey that checks the food. And I said, oh, okay, so he's qualified to know whether the food is good or not. Well, yeah, he would probably look at it and sniff it. And I said, okay, all right, so Officer Guffey is the professional food sniffer that makes sure that the food is good before you get a permit to give it to people.
I'm pretty sure that Guffey is the one that gave you the ticket.
Yes, I believe so.
I believe
Yeah,
so, yeah.
they said, well, he's kind of our catch-all for everything city ordinances and otherwise.
Oh, so he's a code enforcement.
I guess he's everything. He's everything.
Well, he didn't sniff any of my food.
He forgot to sniff your food?
He didn't
Did he
sniff
sniff your ball sack for you?
No, he. I don't think so.
Okay, we'll have to get him to do that.
I think.
We'll
I
have
think
to get him
I
to do
would
that.
have remembered that. Yeah.
We tried to get him to sniff the orange Jimmy gave me, but he refused.
Yeah, he declined. I guess that since I didn't buy the permit, I didn't buy his services to have the food sniffed before I donated you an orange.
I even offered for him to check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
He didn't. He wasn't interested, I guess.
I tried to give him the orange first. I was
Really?
like, dude, it's probably a misdemeanor to give
Would
an
that
orange to a
Yeah,
stranger.
it might be. Well, that might be like a bribery or something.
Yeah, it's probably a felony to give an orange to an officer.
I'd hate to see you go to jail in Hawk Cove.
Yeah, I would too.
Is the jail there at the sheriff's office?
I
Or,
don't think
mean,
they have a jail.
They'd probably take you to county.
I bet they do. Hunt County's
I bet it's actually in that woman's basement.
maybe. I don't know.
Hunt
Where's
County's
she-
in Quinlan, isn't it?
I hope. Yeah.
I heard she's a two-time felon. I haven't confirmed that yet.
I've
and so-
heard. If she served her time, I have no problem with that.
Well, and I have no problem with free market either. And I
Yeah.
heard that it was for
Yes.
selling meth.
I agree.
But my issue though is, now she's out stealing money from people for breaking arbitrary rules when she herself is an arbitrary rule breaker.
Yeah. It's rough because I'm all of a sudden getting a lot of. It's rough because I understand that the town is poor. Mostly the money goes to. There's a sewage plant that was put in 2008 or something like that, and it's costing the city a ton of money. Basically everything that they generate from taxes goes straight to that. But the people are so poor, and most of the houses are empty. I don't know if you've driven around or anything, but there's a lot of orange stickers all over the place out here.
Okay.
So
House is condemned.
yeah, houses condemned a lot.
So
a lot of
before that,
houses.
I'm assuming everybody just had septic, right?
Yes,
and-
they had septics
And wells.
Wells, yes.
And then, when these cities move in, though, they make it so that you have to buy permission to even have a well.
Right.
And you.
Well, they still have septics,
Okay.
but now they're hooked up. They have those
Yeah.
these rub outs.
I'm sure Otto's going to have this by his kitchen stove next time he does some cookies.
Actually, I'm gonna have to because I don't really have anywhere else to put them. You know?
He's going to make sure he's with them 24/7.
Yeah.
So there may be some.
I don't want anybody. I don't want anything to happen to my bucket because that would be terrible. So I make sure I carry it wherever I go. And yeah, sometimes accidents happen. So I just want to make sure that nothing bad happens to my bucket.
Eric. Oh, you know what, guys? I'm going to answer this because it's Eric Brandt.
Oh, that would be great.
And I got to talk to this guy, and especially with Otto here. I'll see you guys in a minute. Eric Brandt. This is